everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Too Many Marbles. It's not a easy off the tongue phrase. And I am here with Smalls Noodle. Smalls Noodle, say your piece.
I love the fact that I have farted 20 times while we've been recording.
We're really starting off well here.
Yep.
So well here. So, in the last episode of another game series we did, you were reading off a lovely muckraker article about just out-of-touch bosses. And that's fine, you know, they can be out of touch. It's the rest of us who are mean, obviously.
Oh, do you want to see this fucking crazy-ass article title?
Yeah?
Dear Annie, I started dating my best friend, and then he cheated on me and got other women pregnant. What the fuck is that?
Damn, dude. Wow, if I was Annie, I'd be like, honey, are you sure he was even your best friend? I hate this level. I hate this level. Oh, I feel a burp coming on, but it wasn't that big.
Apparently, Daniel Radcliffe has been casted as the new Wolverine.
What? Shabba doobie dabba yabba gaga.
I am interested. I'm interested to see it.
I always thought he kept a baby face. I don't think he's rugged enough to be a Wolverine, right?
Well, apparently there isn't current plans for the character. But
Oh no, I don't like level collection ones. Or this is also a gem collection. Ew, ew, ew. And you, are you also a gem collection?
oh
No.
my god, job applicant outs boss for calling her not cute in an email. We're gonna look at them.
What? Interesting.
So, alright, so
Give me the tea. This is what this series is all about. Give me the tea.
well, at least this episode is anyway.
Yeah.
A Michigan woman was shocked after accidentally receiving a hurtful message from her prospective employer in which it described her as not that cute. A now viral video detailing her application review posted Thursday on TikTok has amassed more than 1.3 million views on the streaming platform as of Friday morning.
Frick.
Feels amazing, snarked a dejected Gracie Lawrence in the caption to her clip. They betrayed their motto after Chuck DeGrano, VP of Operations, accidentally sent their prospective employee a dismissive email, which was intended for his wife and the store owner, Laura Jane DeGrano. This girl is fresh out of college, Hope College, and not that cute, wrote DeGrano, according to the local outlet. She applied to the sales model position. She applied to the sales model position. Are you sure you want me to hire her? That the incident was embarrassing and made her feel terrible. The angry parent added, she is a sweet kid, not an attention hog. She's not a social media personality and didn't anticipate what this turned into.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yes,
Sounds...
but then people
Yeah.
started like dragging like the company, saying that like the app has only 1-star reviews, saying that the app crashed and they couldn't find a selection worth purchasing. He has apologized in a Facebook Live, saying that I don't know why I said that, but I did, and I'm very sorry because it's very unprofessional, not in line with our core values or my core values in general. You know, the only reason why he's apologizing is because he got backlash. Anyway.
I mean, you know, I mean...
And they're
Can we actually have an honest conversation about that, though? Like, yes. Like, yes. Like, we need to be at a point as citizens of our country and as customers of corporations where we love it when people get backlash and we see it as normal and we see them towing the line as something that should be like, yeah, you better, you know? You know what I mean?
Well, and the thing was, they uploaded this Facebook Live, and they're like, I'm so sorry, he made a mistake, and he's so sorry for it, he apologized. and it looks fake as fuck.
Well, of course, because I mean, it's very boil me, daddy. You know.
What McDonald's minimum wage raise says about fast food franchise future.
Oh yeah, do tell. Okay.
All right, so key points. McDonald's is my fast food.
Fucking.
Raise wages in a tight labor market and plans to reach an average of $15 an hour by 2024 at all company-owned restaurants. Competition for workers is intense, and food franchises like McDonald's and Chipotle are competing with realtors like Amazon, Walmart, Target. Labor experts say McDonald's will move.
Labor experts.
Labor experts say that McDonald's move will pressure 95% of its restaurants not owned by the company, and at least some McDonald's franchise owners say it's time to raise wages and think long term.
Yeah, that was my first thought when it said like company-owned restaurants. I'm like, oh, that means that most of the restaurants. That means when it said like, oh, they're gonna raise the wages of the company-owned. It's like, oh, well then you know what that means. They're gonna pull some strings and do some smoke and mirrors,
Corporate.
and then suddenly a lot of the restaurants are no longer company-owned. Yeah.
Well, no, they're either that or like headquarters is gonna be like, if you don't raise this to $15, you're gonna lose your like McDonald's bought like little area.
Yeah. So I'm being cynical, but you're being optimistic about this. Yeah.
Well, how's that optimistic? Because they're gonna lose and give it to someone else. So.
Oh, you think that the managers of non-company owned restaurants are not actually gonna pivot to the
Yeah, they're
company's
gonna
pressure?
try to skirt down, and headquarters is gonna be like, yeah. No.
Oh, so a bunch of McDonald's locations are gonna go out of business, is what you're saying.
That's what I think, because the ones that aren't company owned, I think they're gonna it's gonna be a little bit of an issue because they're owned by like general managers that still have to listen to corporate, but like it's also not company. Does that because that's what our 7-Eleven. That's what my work is. Is like Glenda is like the manager, like manager of the place.
You didn't say her name. That's not her name. Shh.
Oh, wait. Okay, anyway.
Are you dumb?
Glenda.
Stop! Jesus fuck! I don't have censoring tools.
She owns, like, just that particular 7-Eleven.
Does she want to be on the show?
No.
Oh no, I need an Edelstein!
But, you know, headquarters still comes up and says, you need to promote this, and you need to do this, and stuff like that. So while it's not, like, you know, locally owned by 7-Eleven, it's still 7-Eleven property.
Yeah.
So pivoting from that,
Fuck.
Henry Cavill was supposed to use his normal voice for Geralt, but forgot. The voice
And then they just went along with it?
Yeah, so the voice is obviously inspired by Doug Cockle's work, but he wasn't supposed to sound like that. One of the things is that impresses most is that he captures the essence of Geralt's voice as we come to know and love it over the years of video games. It's not a copy of the voice actor, but clearly inspired by it, and it works. In an interview today's WitcherCon, Cavill said the on-screen voice almost didn't come to beat. During auditions, he asked Lauren if he should put a little Geralt-like rasp in his voice. Told him to stick with his own natural voice, and I was like, okay, cool. But when filming a scene between Geralt and King Foltest in the show's third episode, Cavill apparently just forgot. I didn't do that intentionally, that happened by accident, and then afterwards I was like, oh my god, I just played a whole scene in a wrong voice. Afterwards, Cavill decided he actually preferred to take the Geralt speech, saying that it made things a lot sit better when it came to delivery of certain lines and delivery of certain dialogue.
Yeah.
So we almost didn't have this voice.
That's crazy. I tell ya. The way I see it, I know I recently was watching a podcast where the people were not really into Witcher, the Netflix show, and I will say this.
How dare they?
It if you look at it as being inspired from the books and as being inspired from Witcher 1, the Witcher 1 video game,
it's a great series.
then it's up there. If you look at it as you're like,
Just
oh,
for